Texas, as we've got a rival and one from the age of time. The Edcouch Elsa Yellow Jackets visiting the Mercedes Tigers. Guys, let's talk about this matchup and its rivalry week here and what a game we have in store for you. The Edcouch Elsa Yellow Jackets, coached by Christian Navarro, and both teams here are in for a treat, and I think all of our fans here are too. Both teams representing Class 5A Division II, which is a 9-team district consisting of Mercedes, Sherryland Pioneer, Mission Vets, Edcouch Elsa, Sherryland, PSJA, Roma, Valley View, and PSJA Memorial. Guys, you want to talk about a tough district? This is the one. What a district that this is. And every week is a big game. Every Friday night in this district is going to be a big game for both of these teams. But here tonight, we have the rivalry of the Yellow Jackets and the Tigers. Talking about the Yellow Jackets, coached by Coach Christian Navarro. The Yellow Jackets know exactly what they need to do tonight to try to steal this district game versus Mercedes, and that is to keep the ball out of the Tigers' hands. The Yellow Jackets' game plan will try to be keep possession and control the clock, which means their offensive line and their backs are really going to have to get to work in that slot T offense. Their O-line is experienced and up to the challenge, being led by Sean Marmolejo and Victor Guerrero. So the line is looking to make a statement here tonight and help their running back Joshua Gomez put on a show and control the clock. Let's talk about running back Joshua Gomez, who's put together a nice start to his season so far. Running for over 551 yards, he leads the district in yards and 5 touchdowns this season. He splits the duties with Jonathan Castillo, who Jonathan has racked up 281 yards this season, but his biggest number comes in the red zone, where he has tallied up 6 touchdowns. The Yellow Jacket defense knows they're going to have their hands full, and they're going to have to play their best game of the season here tonight if they hope to slow down the explosive Tiger offense. And keys to doing that is to put the pressure on Tiger quarterback Michael Cisneros. Defensive end Nico Herrera will be one of the Yellow Jackets up for that challenge. Herrera had a great week last week versus Mission Vets. He had 10 tackles and 2 sacks. He's hoping to have that same kind of play tonight and give Cisneros of the Tigers fits. The secondary will have to be sharp as well, as Cisneros' game is in the air. And leading that secondary is Alexis Rodriguez, who has 42 tackles this season and 1 pick. So like I said, the Edcouch Elsa Yellow Jackets defense is going to have to be on the ball, and they're going to have to control the game clock today. Now, for the home team, the Mercedes Tigers, coached by Roger Adame. Right now, they're hosting a 5-0 overall record, 3-0 in district. Last week, they went over to Roma and took care of business, putting up 66 points in a 66-22 victory. And in case, like I said, in case y'all haven't heard or read, the Mercedes Tigers are here and they are in full force this season. Coach Adame has his team prowling and pouncing on opponents, averaging close to 52 points a contest, along with 506 yards per game. I mentioned earlier, this offense is led by Michael Cisneros, quarterback, who is putting up Brady-like numbers this season. In 5 games, Cisneros has thrown for 1,393 yards and 19 touchdowns, and he's done a great job spreading the love. And getting in on some of that love is junior Tyrell Trevino, who leads the district in receiving yards with 393 yards and has found the end zone 4 times. Let's talk about Trevino's athleticism, though, because he's also got the chance to carry the ball a couple times. In 5 carries, he's already scored twice out of his 5 carries on the ground. So along with Trevino, you're going to have Joseph Rocha, Xavier Sanchez. They both have big roles in the offense as well. But on the ground, look for Michael Jimenez to be getting the call. Jimenez has run for 414 yards this season, 5 touchdowns, and he's even caught 3 touchdowns as well. So he's leading the district in overall points right now. On the defensive side of the ball, the Tiger D hasn't given much up to anybody. Giving up 22 points to Roma was their biggest let up right there. But on an average, they're only giving up 11 points per game. Rowan Galvan has been the catalyst and captain of the defensive side of the ball, leading the way with 45 tackles and 3 sacks this season. Next to him is Jaden Gonzalez, who makes a great 1-2 defensive punch for the Tigers. Gonzalez has totaled up 24 tackles this season and also had himself a pick 6 against Valley View a couple weeks ago. So the Tigers defense is looking to stay hot tonight by swatting the Yellow Jackets ground game. If they do that, they're going to look to pick up their next win. But let's see what happens. It's going to be an interesting ball game. Weather looks like it's cleaned up, and we're just about ready to get underway. So hang tight. Stay with us. This is Rio Sports Live, and we'll have your action tonight. Stay tuned for the kickoff.
Has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
And look for your motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white events. Our vision is crystal clear. Look for your motors. We're on the move.
We're the Lady Cougars and you're watching Real Sports Live.
All right, we are back and we are getting ready for opening kickoff as the Tigers are out on the field. And here come the Yellow Jackets. Thank you for tuning in to Rio Sports Live. Please like, share, comment. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube, bringing you tonight's action after a crazy evening of trying to figure out what time this game was going to go on due to Mother Nature. Lots of rain came through, lightning came through, but oh my goodness, this turned out to be a beautiful evening, and we are ready for kickoff. Here we go. Ball kicked off as the Tigers find themselves a lane to run, and he's on his feet. He's still up at the 40. One man to beat at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Starting off the game with a kickoff return. That is number 22, Tyrell Trevino. Talked earlier about the explosiveness of Trevino. Talk to me. Looking good, looking good. We're in the booth right now, but I'm already live.
During the run back, holding number 35 on the return.
Flags were thrown, and looks like it's coming back.
That run back, it'll be first and 10.
And it's going to be first and 10.
The 20-yard line.
Ball on the 20. So what could have started this game electrifying is being called back. But like I said, just stay on the edge of your seat because it's going to be that type of game here tonight. So here we go. Tiger ball on the 20. In the shotgun formation is Cisneros. Spread field, one back in the backfield. Ball handed off to Jimenez. Jimenez bounces out to his right. and finally taken down at about the 29-yard line.
By number 2, Jimenez picking a positive yardage. Yardage is good for Edcouch. Pharmacy, first down. First and 10 Tigers, ball at the
So it looks like Jimenez did pick up the first there. Now coming out in a trips left formation. Ball handed off to Jimenez up the middle. Gains maybe about 1. And like I said earlier, the Yellow Jacket defense is going to have to be top-notch tonight. They're going to have to contain every angle. They're going to have to try to find a way to slow down Cisneros. And looks like Jimenez is going to get a heavy dose right now. But that ball's handed off to Trevino, who tries to get outside to the left, and nothing's there. So the Yellow Jack defense has definitely come out to start this game on a high. No gain there. Now looking at a 3rd and 9 situation are the Tigers. Let's see if Coach Adame wants to go to the air. Cisneros back in the shotgun. Has a man moving out. Flag is thrown. Cisneros pulls it down himself, trying to find some room to run. Gets up the left side of the field, but then pushed out of bounds. Let's see what the flag is. Thank you again for tuning in to Real Sports Live, bringing you tonight's action on Facebook and YouTube. Remember, like, share, comment. Love to have you here. We're at about 10:23 into the first.
Offside on the defense, number 53 and number 6, 5 yards from the previous spot.
So it's going to be against the Tigers. Offsides on the defense. Take that back. Looking at a 3rd and about 6. 3rd and about 4 situation. Ball on the 36. Cisneros waiting for the snap. Has Jimenez in the backfield with him. Cisneros pulls it down himself. Going to take it up that right side of the field. Gets the first down. And picks up that positive yardage to keep the chains moving.
First down. It'll be 1st and 10. Ball being placed at the 44-yard line. Host the Jackets on the stop.
So 1st and 10 Tigers. Snap is up. Ball handed off to Trevino. Trevino tries to get up the middle. And there's that Edcouch defense. In on that tackle there. Looks like Nico Herrera.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 situation. Might be calling Herrera's name quite a bit here tonight, as he's one of the catalysts for the Yellow Jacket defense. Cisneros rolling out to his right, looking for a man, finds Trevino, but ball is dropped.
Nice throwing catch.
Well, actually, he did catch that. It looked like he might have slipped down there. I'm telling you, with the situation right now and the wetness of everything, they're going to have to keep bringing in dry balls.
1st and 10 Tigers. Ball at the 44-yard line.
So the Tigers keep moving. Ball now on the 44. Fake right there. Has an open man. Pass is complete. Still on his feet on the 20. Tries to cut back. Taken down at the 15-yard line as Joseph Rocha picks up that first down and then some. Here we go. Ball handed off to Trevino. Trevino bounces out to the left. He gets himself almost to the 5-yard line.
Cardinals running by the running back, picking up positive yardage. Your red zone sponsor.
So almost gets himself inside the 5. Looks like they're going to put it about the 6-yard line. 8:41 into the first. As we're getting some natural lighting in the background. Talking about these thunderstorms going around the valley.
2nd and 1 for the Tiger offense.
So 2nd and 1 for the Tigers. Ball snaps. Nettles pulls it down, tries to call his own number. It gets inside the 5. So he gets inside that 5-yard line, picks up the first down. First and goal, Tigers. Ball handed off to Jimenez. Yellow Jacket defense is there for the stop.
Number 2, Miguel Jimenez. Pickup of a yard. Brings up second down.
Jimenez picked up maybe about 1 there. Now looking at a 2nd and 4. Cisneros waiting for the call from the sideline. They'll probably continue to try to grind it out. There's 2nd down here. Still plenty of opportunities here. Let's see who they're going to give it to, though, with the plethora of offensive weapons. Cisneros decides to keep it himself. The line opens up a hole. Touchdown, Tigers! So the Tigers, who got that kickoff return called back, marched their way down to pick up 6. As Cisneros picks up the 3-yard touchdown. Now waiting for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. So Tigers jump on the board on their first possession. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
Here at Texas A&M University, Kingsville, we are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
Down.
Back to our action here in Mercedes as the Tigers get on the scoreboard first. Now it's the Yellow Jackets' turn. Ball is playable, brought down at about the 21-yard line.
For the Jackets, ball at the 22-yard line.
As Joshua Gomez trying to get that ball advanced some. Talked about Joshua Gomez, who has done a lot of the carrying of the ball for the Yellow Jackets, and I'm going to expect him to continue to carry a heavy load here tonight. Thank you for tuning in to Rio Sports Live. Want to thank Norma Gonzalez for tuning in. Cheering on Martin Gonzalez. Thank you for tuning in, Norma, and hoping that you're feeling better soon.
Number 90, Rowan Galvan.
Rowan Galvan in on that tackle.
2nd and 8.
And here come the Yellow Jackets in that slot offense. Ball handed off, but whistles are blown.
On the field. Shall wait for official notification.
Prior to the snap, ball starts. Number 35 on the offense, 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
That'll be costing the Jacket offense 5 yards. Brings up 2nd down, 2nd and 13.
Seven minutes into this first. Here come the Yellow Jackets. Ball handed off inside, trying to find something. Doesn't pick up much. Trying to get back to that original line of scrimmage.
Elijah Rodriguez.
In on that tackle, number 93, Elijah Rodriguez, on that Tiger defensive line. Yellow Jackets trying to find something, now looking at a 3rd and 10 situation. They'll need to make a big play here to keep their offensive going. There's the ball handed off that side to J.D. Parral. He does find himself some room to run, picks up a nice gain, and gets that first down for the Yellow Jackets.
On the stop, number 9, J.J. Alvarado. Number 1, J.D. Parral.
So Parral with a nice pickup there, and that's what the Yellow Jackets needed to get that fresh set of downs.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Jackets.
1st and 10 now, ball on the 42. Man in motion coming over, but looks like he moved. And that's going to be a flag thrown there, false start.
5-yard penalty.
And that's going to be a 5-yard penalty, bringing it back some.
It'll be costing the Jacket.
So now looking at a 1st and 15. I'm sure Coach Novato is going to have to tell his team, hey guys, we cannot afford to get those little silly flags. Against a team like the Tigers, we cannot afford things like that. So that's going to come down to discipline so they can keep the ball moving forward and not back. There's the handoff inside, and that Tiger defense is all over that one. Not much there. 1 yard gain, 2nd and 14 for the Yellow Jackets. With this slot offense, I'm telling you, you have to really keep an eye on things with this nasty slot to see who actually ends up with the ball. It's a lot of misdirection, a lot of movement. And you guys, I'm telling you, if they can squeak something by, that would be interesting. Ball handed off inside. Looks like they're trying to work those inside gaps. 3-yard gain there. Roma had some success with the inside game last week against the Tigers, and I'm sure from watching film, Edcouch Elsa is trying to do the same and trying to see if they can get something off of that like Roma did last week. Clock still ticking. 4:40 in the game in the first quarter, I apologize. And the Tigers are in that backfield slowing everything down. So the Tiger defense comes out big here. And out comes the punting unit for the Yellow Jackets. Davila in on that tackle. Special teams could play a big part of tonight's game as well. We saw that opening kickoff to Trevino, who took it all the way to the house but was called back on a hold. Punt is up. Takes a nice Yellow Jacket bounce to the 25-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball at the 25-yard line.
So ball is going to be at the 25 as a nice punt was put down. But here comes the Tiger offense, who capitalized on their first drive with a 3-yard touchdown by quarterback Cisneros. But they seem to move the ball quite easily on this Yellow Jacket defense. Let's see what happens here. Thank you for tuning in to Rio Sports Live. We have you on Facebook and YouTube, bringing you tonight's District 5A rivalry game, Edcouch Elsa and Mercedes. There's the fake. Ball is complete, and that's going to be to Trevino, who's still on his feet, and a shoestring tackle by the Tigers. Could have been actually a touchdown-saving shoestring tackle, because when Trevino gets that ball in his hands, it's going to be a highlight reel. So 1st and 10, Tigers ball. Ball on the 40. Cisneros rolls out to his right. He wants to go deep downfield, but ball incomplete.
Ayala.
Ball intended to Ayala. Just couldn't connect there. Want to thank everybody for tuning in to Rio Sports Live. Once again, we have viewers from San Antonio. Glad you guys could catch tonight's game. Whether you're an alumnus from Edcouch or from Mercedes, we've got your game here today. Ball handed off to Jimenez. Jimenez just lowers that head and picks up a tough 6 yards. Flag on the play, and that's going to be a holding call against the Tigers. Going to bring them back some, so scratch that Jimenez run. We're almost to the 3-minute mark of the first quarter. Mercedes up 7-0. Ball snaps. Cisneros rolling out, trying to find his receiver. Doesn't see anything he likes. Under some pressure. Ball is still caught in the air on the tip drill. And catch. Let's take a look at that one again. Da-na-na, da-na-na. Talk about highlights coming at you. Ball's faked. Cisneros keeps it himself up the middle, picks up about 5. So on that tip drill, you guys saw it. What a catch. Great concentration by the Tigers receivers, as the Yellow Jacket defense is just trying to find something to slow the Tigers down. Ball handed off to Jimenez. Jimenez tries to stay on his feet. Getting close to the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. Once again, the Yellow Jacket defense just trying to contain. Jimenez gets the call again. Shakes off one tackle, gets to the 10, lowers his shoulder, still on his feet. But there's flags being thrown. Let's take a listen to what the calls could be. Officials gathering together. Let's see what they decide to call. Not sure what it could be. Maybe a hold. If so, that'll take the Tigers back some.
We have 2 fouls on the play.
2 fouls being called.
Number 22 on the offense.
Holding on the Tigers.
Holding number 71 on the offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
So 2 holding calls against the Tigers. First one declined, second one was picked up. So now we're looking at a 1st and 15, ball on the 28 of the Yellow Jackets. Let's see if the Jackets can apply some pressure here. And there's a little pitch out there to Sanchez. Sanchez gets low, maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage.
Taking a positive yardage, brings up second down, 2nd and 10 for the
So
Tigers.
2nd and 10, ball does go back to that original line of scrimmage. Cisneros back in that shotgun, pulls it down for his own number. He's at the 20, the 15, crosses the 10 as the Tigers continue to march down the field. As we're getting close to about the 1-minute mark left in the first quarter, as the Tigers continue to march, and they're going to try to punch one in before the end of the first quarter.
1st and goal.
1st and goal, man in motion, ball handed off to Ayala. Ayala turns it up, but ball is out and pops out on the end zone. And it looks like the Yellow Jackets, with a great heads-up play, get the big hit and recovered by the Yellow Jackets. Let's take a look.
Gonna be 1st and 10 for the Jackets. Ball at the 20-yard line.
So great job by the Yellow Jacket defense. As you saw, it was a helmet right on the ball. Ball pops out right at the, almost right just getting into the end zone. And that's a big-time play for the Yellow Jackets defense. Could be a big momentum changer there. So let's see what the offense can do for the Yellow Jackets now.
Holding on the offense.
Flag comes out. Looks like it's going to be a hold.
We'll replay first down.
So now we're going to replay first down. We're about 30 seconds left in the first quarter.
Offense costing them 10 yards. First down, first and 20.
First and 20 for the Tiger offense. Yellow Jacket offense. I apologize about that. Here they go, lined up in that slot formation. Quarterback under center. Ball handed up the middle, trying to find some room, but not much is there. Brandon Cortez takes over the Yellow Jacket offense, and he's done a fine job directing. And that's going to do it for the first quarter of play. 7-0 ball game, and we're getting ready
0, Tigers 7.
for the second quarter. This is Real Sports Live. We're going to take a quick break. Y'all stay tuned for second quarter ball.
See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Heart of the South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Awesome!
Back to the action here in Mercedes, Texas at Tiger Stadium. Second quarter underway. Mercedes Tigers up 7-0. Yellow Jack is looking to make something happen here. And we're underway. Ball pitched out to Parral. And that's going to be a big tackle for loss, as J.J. Alvarado picks up that tackle for loss. Now looking at a 3rd and 15 for the Yellow Jackets. Tiger defense has definitely been on the prowl, haven't given up much to the Yellow Jackets. But like I said earlier, right now, with this score being 7-0, Edcouch just wants to keep the ball out of Mercedes' hands. So let's see. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 20, but flags are being thrown.
Got some flags on the field.
Could be maybe a delay of game call. False start. Take that back. So now that's going to be against the Yellow Jackets. Talking about those flags, I know Coach Navarro is not going to be pleased with this. He cannot have his team making silly mistakes like that and going negative yards instead of positive. Now we're looking at a 3rd and 25. So out comes the Yellow Jackets. Ball being brought around, trying to find something on the outside, looking for a pass, but the ball seems to slip out.
Nice defensive play by the
And goes out of bounds, so the pressure was definitely coming in there on Cortez. And who knows, like I said earlier, that ball slipped out. It could be wet. With the way the turf is right now and the rain we got today, the ball's going to be slippery, but they saved themselves as they're lucky that ball goes out of bounds, or else Tigers pick that up and run that back for a defensive touchdown. So now the Yellow Jackets are pinned back in their end zone trying to punt this off. This could be dangerous. Let's see what happens here. Snap is good, and punt does get off. And it's a short punt. So the Tigers are going to have themselves nice field position. And out comes the Yellow Jacket defense.
And 10 for the Tiger offense. Ball
So Yellow Jacket defense comes out as Coach Adame getting his Tiger offense ready to rock and roll.
Sponsor for all your party and Taquiza needs. Taquiza El
Mercedes Tigers donning these black uniforms,
13.
white helmets, and of course that traditional orange color of the Tigers. Here that ball's pitched out to the outside. Tries to get up, picks up a couple. There is Trevino.
Number 22, Tyrell Trevino, picks up 4 yards.
Picks up about 4, 2nd and 6 now. Ball on the 16. Trips right formation. Ball's going to be handed off inside as Cisneros tries to cut back, breaks a couple, stays on his feet. Ball is on the ground, and let's see who falls on it. You know, there's no rain right now, but with the wet turf, balls are just going to have to keep getting dried here, or else we're going to see a lot of balls on the ground. Tigers recover. 3rd and 8 now for the Tigers. Cisneros back in that shotgun. Jimenez motions out, but whistles are blown. It looks like there's going to be a timeout. Edcouch wants to call a timeout, talk some things over. This is Rio Sports Live. We're in the 2nd quarter. We'll be back after this.
Service is attitude. How far are we willing to go to service our community, our dealership here at Fruya, and you? Sky's the limit.
We're the Red Texans, and you're watching Rio Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston.
Out of the timeout, here we go. Looks like the Yellow Jackets talking a couple things over, trying to see if they can make this big 3rd down stop. Cisneros looks to the outside, finds there's going to be a throwback, and Cisneros comes back with the ball. 10, 5, touchdown Tigers! So Coach Adame pulls out a play from his bag of tricks as they have a quarterback throwback as Cisneros picks up a touchdown.
That was Cisneros to Trevino.
So Trevino, we talked about Trevino's athleticism, and there we get to see Trevino's arm as Cisneros pitches out to Trevino, and Trevino throws it right back. And Cisneros gets the touchdown. Let's take a look at that one again.
Hernandez, and your new score with 9:41 left here in the 2nd quarter. Visiting Jackets 0, your Tigers 14.
What a play call, up 14-0, the Mercedes Tigers. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
Filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
We are Eddie Burgella, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Here we go, back after that Mercedes Tiger touchdown as Coach Adame digs into his repertoire and comes back with that receiver throw back to the quarterback touchdown.
Back deep for the Jackets appears to be number 1.
So this game is nothing short but exciting. But looks like we have some.
Not made ready for play. We only have 10 players on the receiver.
All right, let's see what's happening here. Looks like the Tigers jumped the gun on that one. They weren't ready. The officials weren't ready for the kickoff. As the Tigers right now are going full throttle. They didn't even want to wait for anybody. Let's go. So let's see what happens here. 2 touchdowns up are the Tigers. Now the officials are ready. And we're off. Here come the Yellow Jackets looking for a lane off this kickoff. Ball brought up, gets himself a good little gain as Paral gets up there. Ball looks like it's going to be placed at about the 29-yard line, and out come the Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets looking to find something offensively.
Return team making that stop. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line.
Want to thank Roque Zamora watching from Port Nueces, Texas, rooting on his Mercedes Tigers. Now here are the Yellow Jackets once again trying to find a rhythm offensively. Ball handed off inside, but that front line of the Tigers is all over that.
Initial contact, number 9.
Looks like J.J. Alvarado for the Tiger defense was there for the stuff.
Number 25, Israel Sanchez.
Yellow Jackets out on the line as Cortez is under center. Cortez with the play action, looks deep, finds a man. Incomplete and almost intercepted. Pass broken up by Austin Davila of the Tigers. So the Yellow Jackets try to come out and open up the game, open up their air game, as we've seen a predominant offense productions coming from the ground.
We had an ineligible receiver downfield, number 65. That penalty is declined. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down, 3rd and 9.
So now looking at a 3rd and 9 as they had an ineligible man downfield. Sometimes a lineman will be looking for somebody to block and they don't find anybody, so they just keep going up to the 2nd level, and by that time they're too far up and those flags come out. Thank you again for tuning in, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Cortez rolls out, tries to find something down the field. Nobody on that side, but he's going to pull it down and try to run it. Breaks a tackle or 2. Picks up maybe about 3 on that play, but that's going to be a 4th down situation.
Back deep, number 1, Austin Davila.
Out comes the punting unit for the Yellow Jackets. Junior Cardenas tuning in, rooting his Tigers all the way from Omaha, Nebraska. Thanks for tuning in to Rio Sports Live. Here comes the punt, and it's a nice punt. Gets to about, keeps rolling. Nice little roll for the Yellow Jackets. They're going to continue to let it bounce a bit.
It'll be 1st and 10.
And 1st and 10 now at about the 23-yard line. So the Tigers getting ready to come back out offensively. And this is what I said earlier in our pregame. The Yellow Jackets want to keep the ball out of the Tigers' hands. But here come the Tigers. Gonna be hard to do that. So now the Yellow Jackets are just gonna have to step up defensively and hope to contain Cisneros, Jimenez, and Trevino here. We're under the 8-minute mark here in the first half of play. Mercedes up as Cisneros has gotten both touchdowns here tonight, one on a 3-yard run, and then the trick play as Cisneros pitched that ball out to Trevino, and then Trevino with a quarterback throwback, and Cisneros picks up that receiving touchdown. So Cisneros has a touchdown on the ground and a touchdown in the air. Looks like the chain gang making their way, but we had a flag on the play, an unsportsmanlike conduct.
On the receiving team, number 24. Those penalties will all set. That's the first unsportsmanlike conduct for each of those players.
So both sides get unsportsmanlike conduct flags thrown. I guess there was some extracurricular activities during that punt, but we're ready to get back after it. Thank you again for tuning in to Rio Sports Live, bringing you tonight's District 5A action. What a district this is. Like I said, every Friday night is a big game in this district. And here come the Tigers, and what a nice tackle by the Yellow Jacket defense.
Number 13,
Xavier Sanchez picks up that yard or two.
Correction, 2 yards, 2nd and 8.
So now looking at a 2nd and 8 are the Tigers. Ball on the 25. Cisneros back, and that's a bad snap, but Cisneros gets it off and throws it away.
It's a play by the quarterback Cisneros.
So Cisneros picks up that bad snap, takes a couple steps, and just chunks it out of bounds, saving himself from a loss of yards. Thank you, viewers, for tuning in. Glad Rio Sports Live can be here tonight. I'm glad the weather to be wet, yes, but clear and crisp now. Beautiful evening to be out at the football games. Cisneros drops back, looking for a man, rolling out, has some pressure. Incomplete pass.
Pass was incomplete. Brings a 4th down for the Tiger offense.
So a 3 and out now as the Yellow Jacket defense steps up and stops the Tigers offense there on this possession. Now, the Yellow Jackets just have to find a groove. They're really not getting much on the ground. Right now, the Tigers' defensive line is just winning the war in the trenches and closing up every hole. So let's see what's going to happen here as the Yellow Jackets gain possession again. And that takes a nice Yellow Jacket bounce backwards. And now we're looking at a 1st and 10, ball on about, I would say, hits the 44-yard line. If you all haven't seen the Real Sports Live football preview, it's out. Beautiful magazine we put out. Has information on your favorite teams, players to watch. Every team has their own page. Keep a lookout for that Real Sports Live football preview. Here come the Yellow Jackets. Ball handed off to the right. Looks like he has a little bit of room to run still on his feet. And nice gain, picks up that 1st down. So Yellow Jackets put the ball down. Pick up about 12.
Number 90, Rohan Galvan.
And that's probably been their biggest gain of the night. And I'm sure Coach Novato wants to keep that one going. Hand it off inside. There he goes. Still on his feet, rumbling down there is Joshua Gomez. Gomez picks up a nice gain, continues moving the chain.
Brings up second down, 2nd and 1 for the Jacket offense.
So 2nd and 1 now for the Yellow Jackets. Cortez under center. Ball handed off. Gomez tries to cut back up, but met immediately in the backfield. Might have lost about 2.
3rd down, 3rd and 2. Host of Tigers on this stop.
So now Yellow Jackets looking at a 3rd and 2. About 5:50 left in the first half of play. This is Rio Sports Live. Glad to bring you tonight's action here in Mercedes, Texas. Cortez back under center. Here's a man in motion, but flags are thrown and whistles are blown.
We'll wait for official notification.
Let's see what the official call is here.
Number 79 on the offense, 5-yard penalty.
So movement on the O-line, gonna take the Yellow Jackets back.
And 7 for the Jacket offense.
These little mistakes here, something that I know that Coach Novato's not going to be happy with. They're going to go into halftime, and he's going to have to tell his guys, clean it up. We cannot afford little mistakes like that. We need the positive yards, guys. Here we go. Ball handed off in the backfield. Tries to cut up. There is the Tiger defense with the stuff.
Number 90, Roan Galvan.
So Ron Galvan making his presence felt here, and now it's a 4th down situation. Let's see what the Yellow Jackets decide to do. They're looking at about a 4th and 3. And they're bringing out, looks like they're going to bring out their kicker. Going for about a 40-yard field goal attempt. As the whistles are blown, and looks like Edcouch is going to call a timeout. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after the timeout break.
A nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are La Via, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're gonna find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way.
Out of the Yellow Jacket timeout, it looks like they're going to go for it, so they take out the field goal unit, and there's a little annexation of Puerto Rico, and here he goes at the 10, the 5, and what a play! Did a little hide play there, reminded me of the annexation of Puerto Rico. Let's take a look at that one again. So Jonathan Castillo does a little hideaway, a tuck and hide, finds his way around and gets to about the 5-yard line. And we're going to take an official timeout here. We'll be back after this.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do.
We're back out of the official timeout. Had a player shaken up, but he was up on his own will, so that's always a good sign. So here come the Yellow Jackets after the trick play. Find themselves at about the 3-yard line. So here is going to be the pound and grind action here. Let's see what happens. Ball handed off. Looks like given to Gomez. And it's a 1-yard loss as the Tigers front 7 there make a big play. Right here, it's really about who's going to win in the trenches on this line. Got to win the battle of this line of scrimmage. Cortez holds it, keeps himself, trying to jump in there. Let's see if he gets in. And yes, it's a touchdown, Yellow Jackets. So the Yellow Jackets keeping it close as Brandon Cortez pulls it in, lowers his helmet and his shoulders and dives in for the Yellow Jacket touchdown. Extra point attempt is up. And it's good. So we're looking at a 1-touchdown game, about 3:30 left in the first half. This is Rio Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
Here we go, coming out after that Yellow Jacket touchdown, and we are back. We're a 1-touchdown game here as the Yellow Jackets find some momentum offensively with 3:38 about there left in our first half of play. There's the kickoff, goes out of bounds. So we're going to get a flag out. Want to thank you all for tuning in to Rio Sports Live. We have you on Facebook and YouTube.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tiger offense. Ball being placed at the 30-yard line.
Want to thank Joseph Garcia on YouTube, watching all the way from California. Class of 72 of Mercedes.
Out of bounds will be a 5-yard penalty, and we'll re-kick.
Rio Sports Live trying to bring you guys action. We had lots of games on tap tonight. A couple of those games have been rescheduled to tomorrow. We'll try to get you guys the update on that schedule. But we are here in Mercedes with this rivalry between the Mercedes Tigers and the Edcouch Elsa Yellow Jackets. A rivalry that goes way back as these two teams have battled. Edcouch Elsa has had dominant teams over the years. Mercedes has had their share of dominant teams. This year, we've had plenty of Mercedes, though, as they are undefeated this season. But it just seems like, we have a rivalry game like this, and teams are going to play up. So here you have the Yellow Jackets keeping it close here in the first half of play. So flag came out, so kickoff is going to be redone, just pushed back a bit, and there is the kickoff. Nicely clean. There comes the other way. Davila's got it, got some room to run, still on his feet. One man to beat at the 25, the 20, the 10, And there we go, touchdown Tigers! As Austin Davila takes one deep all the way. We talked about how special teams could be integral tonight. And there you have it. The Tigers taking one back for a touchdown. 20-7 ball game. Here comes the extra point attempt. Waiting for the snap. Extra point is up. And it's good. So 21-7, back to a two touchdown lead now. This is Rio Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable. For condo and beach house rentals, call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Back to the action here in Mercedes, Texas, as the Tigers jump right back on the board as Austin Davila takes that one all the way back for a kickoff return. Here come the Yellow Jackets now, seeing if they can emulate that, but brought down.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Jacket offense. Ball at the 26.
Or the Jackets going to get the ball at the 26.
We have a red Dodge pickup blocking the driveway at the manhole. Red Dodge pickup. Please remove the red Dodge pickup.
So just a little bit over 3 minutes left here, as the Yellow Jackets had gotten on the board on their last possession. But then the Tigers came right back with that kickoff return for a touchdown by Davila. 21-7 ball game. Yellow Jackets trying to take it outside as Cortez tries to get around, but brought down by the defense of the Tigers. Looks like Rowan Galvan in on that tackle. Talked about Rowan earlier. And it looks like Mercedes is going to call a timeout. A little bit under 3 minutes left in the first half. This is Rio Sports Live. We'll be back after this timeout.
We are the Orange Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We are those Red Nose Lady Falcons, and this is Real Sports Live.
Aquí, en la Universidad de Texas A&M Kingsville, somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos. Crecemos juntos. Triunfamos juntos. Nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que...
Back out of the timeout, and here we go. Edcouch trying to make something happen here. Still on his feet. Makes a nice gain there by Cortez. And they pick up that first down. So chains move as the Yellow Jackets trying to make something happen before halftime.
Just a friendly reminder, no one standing.
Pushed out of bounds, so stops the clock. Cortez, here's the handoff. Ball goes inside. Stuffed. Might have picked up about 3 there. Second and 7 situation, but clock still running. As the Yellow Jackets are going to need some urgency getting close to that 2-minute mark. Want to thank RJ Camacho watching all the way from Hawaii. Ball handed off inside, finds a little room to run, not much though. As that's the Tiger linebackers, and once again Galvan in there for that tackle. Timeout called. Stopping the clock. We're inside 2 minutes. This is Rio Sports Live, 21-7 game, almost a halftime. We'll be back after this.
Hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. All right, we're back after the timeout. 150. We're at about a 150 mark. Ball's handed off inside. Gets himself some positive yards. Tries to stay on his feet. Still rumbling. Bringing down. Took about 8 Tigers to finally stop. But clock keeps going. Here goes the chains. So tough run there. We're about 140 left in the first half of play. Cortez under center. Ball on the 39-yard line. Cortez pulls back on the play action, looking to keep it himself, trying to find some room to run. Not much there as Galvan makes the tackle.
Initial contact along with teammate. Number 50.
And it looks like the Yellow Jackets want to call a timeout. So Edcouch calls their third and final timeout of the half. 1:14, 1:12 left in the first half of play. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
See you later, touchdown. And Luke for your motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white letters. Our vision is crystal clear. Luke for your motors. We're on the move.
We're the Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Here we go, rolling back. Galvan finds the screen, but ball is dropped, incomplete.
Brings up third down, 3rd and 9.
So Cortez's pass incomplete as the Yellow Jackets were trying to set up that screen. Now looking at a 3rd and 9, ball on the 38. .108 left in the first half. Yellow Jackets looking for some urgency here. This will be a big 3rd down. Cortez keeps it himself, tries to punch up field. Let's see if he got the first down. It's going to be close. Let's see what the officials call it. Yes, he does. Gets that first down, which is going to stop the clock to move the chains. 21-7 game. Clock gets back going here. Under a minute now. Yellow Jackets trying to get in their formation here. Cortez under center. Cortez going to pull around, looking for his blocks, but there are the Tigers all over that.
The Tigers on the stop. Initial contact.
Leading that
90,
there, Jaden Gonzalez. Clock keeps ticking as the Jackets immediately get back to the line. Ball spiked, which is going to stop the clock at about the 30-second mark of the first half of play.
3rd and 12 for the Jacket offense. 29 seconds left before halftime.
So about 30 seconds left in the first half. 3rd and 12. Big play here for the Jackets. Cortez back in the shotgun now. Spread formation. Cortez rolls out to his left, looking for a receiver. Doesn't see nothing, so he's going to pull it down and try to get a little something here. Doesn't pick up much. Gets out of bounds, though, and he's hit hard. Does stop the clock, but now we're looking at 4th down.
Personal foul. Late hit out of bounds, number 6.
And that's going to be a late hit.
Carries an automatic first down.
So automatic first down, and that is huge. As that ball is now on the 15-yard line with a fresh set of downs. 20 seconds left. And let's see if the Yellow Jackets pull into their bag of tricks again. And they're going to keep it plain and simple. Here's the rollout. Pass is there. Incomplete.
Pass falls incomplete. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 15-yard line. Just a friendly reminder, as teams are exiting during halftime, don't be blocking the blockways, please. Also,
it's about 15 seconds left.
No one standing
2nd down.
Once again,
Ball on the 15.
2nd down.
Tigers up 21-7. Yellow Jackets spread out their formation. Cortez rolls out, lots of pressure on him, pushed out of bounds.
Nice play by the Tiger defense. Loss of yardage. Brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long from the 24.
So now looking at about a 3rd and 16, maybe a 3rd and 20, but pushed out of bounds to stop the clock at 10 seconds. Let's look to see what Coach Navarro wants to do here in this situation. Spreading the formation out again. Cortez dropping back, looking downfield, finds someone he likes. Ball's intercepted by the Tigers, and here they go. Looks like Davila once again. He's going. He's still on his feet at the halfway. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 15. Touchdown, Tigers! Austin Davila with his 2nd touchdown of the night, as this one goes back for about a 90-yard interception. Pick 6. So Austin Davila just showing all his athletic ability, as that's going to do it for the first half of play. Not how the Yellow Jackets would want it to end the first half, but big-time playmaking by Austin Davila of the Tigers.
Extra point to come. Extra point holder, number 3, Marcos Gonzalez.
Getting ready for the extra point attempt. It's up, and it's good. Let's take a look at Davila's pick six. So Davila puts the last two touchdowns for the Tigers on the board, and we're getting into halftime. What seemed to be going into a close game. We might have had about 3 minutes left before halftime when Austin Davila takes a kickoff return for a touchdown and then a 90-yard pick six to extend the Tiger lead going into halftime. This is Rio Sports Live. This is your opportunity to take a restroom break, go get a snack. We'll be back with some scores for Around the Valley, update around what's going on, and a recap of our first half. This is Rio Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
Here at Texas A&M University, Kingsville, we are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
Throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown. I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Awesome!
Service is attitude. How far are we willing to go to service our community, our dealership here for you, and you? Sky's the limit.
We're the Red Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
We are Eddie Burkella, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're gonna find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Harlingen Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rod Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We are those Red Nose Lady Falcons, and this is Real Sports Live.
Welcome back to Mercedes, Texas. Here at Tiger Stadium is Rio Sports Live. We are in halftime of a 28-7 ball game. Let me give you a recap of what's happened in the first half of ball. Mercedes jumps on the board first in the first quarter as Cisneros, quarterback Michael Cisneros, called his own number for a 3-yard touchdown run. After that, in the second, this is where things start to get interesting. We had a trick play on Mercedes as we had a quarterback throwback, Cisneros over to Tyrell Trevino, and Trevino throws it back to Cisneros as Cisneros catches and goes in for the touchdown, extending Mercedes' lead 14-0. But then the Yellow Jackets pull out a little trick of their own as they do a little hidden ball trick that got them over to inside the 5-yard line, where quarterback Brandon Cortez then stomps in for a 3-yard touchdown run. So there we had a close ball game, 14-7, and here comes Austin Davila. Davila takes the next kickoff off of that Cortez touchdown, takes it all the way for a touchdown return, kickoff return. So, like I said, Davila just kept showing up on the next drive of the Yellow Jackets. They're marching down with about 30 seconds before halftime as quarterback Brandon Cortez drops back, and Davila's there for the pickoff and takes it back 90 yards for the pick six, which extends Mercedes' lead 28-7. So it's been nothing but exciting here in Mercedes, Texas, as we get ready for the second half of ball. 20 minutes until the second half. So we're going to continue on our halftime. I'll be back after a bit. This is your chance to get your breaks, get your restroom, get your snacks, jump into a couple other games going on in Real Sports Live as well. I'm pretty sure pretty much all games are close to halftime. And we'll be back with some updates from around the valley and the coastal bend. This is Rio Sports Live. We'll be back.
The Texas A&M Kingsville. Somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos. Crecemos juntos. Triunfamos juntos. Nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
And look for your motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white letters. Our vision is crystal clear. Look for your motors. We're on the move.
We're the Lady Cougars and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Here at Texas A&M University, Kingsville, we are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
It down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlem South Lady Hawks and you're watching Real Sports Live. Awesome!
Service is attitude. How far are we willing to go to service our community, our dealership here at Fruya, and you? Sky's the limit.
We're the Red Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
We are Eddie Burkella, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at 1st and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Real Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles, how about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Harlingen Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We are those Fresno Lady Falcons, and this is Real Sports Live.
Aquí, en la Universidad de Texas A&M Kingsville, somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos. Crecemos juntos. Triunfamos juntos. Nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
And look for your motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white vans. Our vision is crystal clear. Look for your motors. We're on the move.
We're the Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Welcome back to Mercedes, Texas. Thank you all very much for staying with us. I know halftime's here and we're anxious for the start of the second half. We're about 11 minutes away from that second half of action here in Mercedes as Mercedes Tigers are up 28-7 on the Edcouch Elsa Yellow Jackets. If you guys are taking your breaks right now or jumping around to different games, want to thank you all for staying with us through this halftime. Just wanted to give you guys some updates from around the valley and coastal Bend areas. Right now, Skidmore Tynan up 24-0 on Monte Alto. Corpus Christi West Oso up on Rio Hondo 27-14. Other games going on. PSJA right now on top of Mission. 27-14 was the latest score we had out there. Edinburgh Vela 17. Edinburgh High 7. Corpus Christi London 25. Lyford 13. So these are just a couple of games going on. Remember, there was an onslaught of other games going on tonight, but we've had some delays of game due to weather. We've had some schedule changes due to weather. A couple of games picking up tomorrow. I know Raymondville and PI will be played tomorrow. The Bird Bowl over in Harlingen is going to be played tomorrow. So lots of things happened after today's thunderstorms, lightning, and so on. But here in Mercedes, it turned out to be a nice evening for some ball. And talk about ball that we've had here in the first half of action. Plenty of it. Nice plays, big plays, trick plays, stuff that probably wasn't on film that came out tonight. So stay with us. We're about 9 minutes away. We'll probably come back here in a couple of minutes, do another recap of the first half. We're going to go to a split screen. I know we don't have sound of the band, but at least we'll have some visual on it. I want to thank you guys for tuning in and staying with us at Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this, 9 minutes away from the second half of action.
Here at Texas A&M University, Kingsville, we are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
Throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Awesome!
Service is attitude. How far are we willing to go to service our community, our dealership here for you, and you? Sky's the limit.
We're the Ray Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
We are Edinburgh Vela, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at 1st and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles, how about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you, Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Harlingen Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We are those Red Nose Lady Falcons, and this is Real Sports Live.
Aquí, en la Universidad de Texas A&M Kingsville, somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos. Crecemos juntos. Triunfamos juntos. Nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
And Luke for your motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white letters. Our vision is crystal clear. Luke for your motors, we're on the move.
We're the Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Here at Texas A&M University, Kingsville, we are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you got yourself your little break because we are in for a treat here in the second half. Let's see adjustments that have been made on both sides. As for the Mercedes Tigers, I'm sure Coach Adama is just saying continue doing what we're doing. Keep getting the big play because that's what we've seen tonight is big plays for the Tigers. You know, we had a 14-7 game with about 3 minutes left in the first half when the Tigers came up with 2 touchdowns within those 3 minutes. And those 2 touchdowns came from an electrifying Austin Davila. Davila's first touchdown was the kickoff return after the Edcouch Elsa touchdown, and then he goes for 90 yards on a pick 6. So I can only imagine what's going to happen here in the second half. As for Edcouch, I'm sure Coach Novato talks to his team, says, hey guys, remember, we have to keep the ball out of Mercedes' hands. And for the most part, they've done a masterful job doing that. But special teams on that kickoff return touchdown, interception on the defensive side, that's the kind those are 2 swings right there. We're looking at a 14-7 game going into halftime if those 2 things don't happen. So little things that Edcouch is going to have to clean up to get back on track here and try to close this gap. It'll be interesting to see how both teams come out and see how the rest of this game goes. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are ready as we are almost underway here in the second half in Mercedes. Want to thank you all for tuning in and staying with us here in Rio Sports Live, bringing you tonight's action. Just coming out of halftime, and here come both teams. As the stands are rocking, you can see our cameras vibrating here, and that's from the stomps of the Tiger fans. As the Tigers come out ready to rock and roll, and the support here in Mercedes is electrifying. Both fans came out tonight. If you could see the other side, nice turnout for the Yellow Jackets as well. Short drive from Edcouch. And the Edcouch Elsa Yellow Jackets usually carry a nice fan base, true to their colors over there. So exciting ball game, ready for the second half. This is Rio Sports Live as we get ready.
Your halftime sponsor was First Care EMS. Your third quarter sponsor will be Arcade Air LLC, Cooling and Heating.
Ready for the kickoff as the Yellow Jackets will receive the ball here. Here he goes, and we are off for the start of the second half. Ball picked up, still on his feet, trying to get a couple more, but brought down at about the 20-yard line. And that's where the Yellow Jackets will start it off.
It'll be first and 10 from the 21-yard line.
So first and 10, 21-yard line. And let's see if any adjustments have been made on the Yellow Jacket offense as Brandon Cortez still leading the team here in the backfield.
November 13.
We'll see if we get more doses of Josh Gomez here in the second half, who's been known to turn it up and turn it on. But there's a big hit behind the line of scrimmage as J.J. Alvarado is credited with that tackle.
Oscar Sanchez.
Alvarado's had himself a nice game on the defensive end side of the ball.
Veterans Day Parade, Saturday, November 13th. Sponsors, American Legion, Mercedes Independent School District, City of Mercedes.
Cortez under center. 2 in the backfield, trying to get up that middle. And just stuffed. Can't really get anything going here.
Third down, 3rd and 8.
So looking at a 3rd and 8 now. Edcouch has been trying to find a weakness in the middle of the Tiger defense, but for the most part, the Tiger defense hasn't given up much up the middle. Some of the bigger plays have gone to the outside for the Yellow Jackets. Handoff right there, coming up the right, finds himself a room to run, but looks like he's going to be short a yard as Amaya got the carry on that one. And it's going to be a 4th and 1, and out comes the punting unit.
Back deep, number 22 for your Tigers, number 22, Tyrell Trevino. There's Jacket offense will be going for it.
Punting unit comes off, and Coach Novato says, first offense, get back out there. Let's grind this one out. So here's a big-time call here to start the second half, going forward on 4th and 1.
Wait for official notification.
It looks like the Yellow Jacks are going to call a timeout here. Maybe they were going to try to get the Tigers to jump offside with their cadence, but nothing happened there. So Yellow Jackets call a timeout. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
And you're watching Real Sports Live. Awesome!
Service is attitude. How far are we willing to go to service our community, our dealership here for you, and you? Sky's the limit.
Back from the timeout, and it looks like that's exactly what happened. They were trying to get the Tigers to jump off sides, maybe get that flag out, and back to the punt team out on the field. Punt is up. It's a line drive punt, which is going to take a big roll, and they're going to let it go. And it takes a nice Yellow Jacket bounce, takes it all the way back to about the 9-yard line.
Tiger offense ball at the 9-yard line.
So that bounce took it back about another 20 yards. As the Tigers going to be pinned back in their own 10. Behind their own 10 is going to be at about the 9-yard line. But here comes that potent Tiger offense who really and truly have put up 2 touchdowns tonight, which is by far less than what they've done the last couple of weeks. So let's see. I mean, this is almost one of those waiting for a sleeping giant to awake here. And here come the Tigers. Cisneros gets that pass to go. Completion there to Marcos Gonzalez
Reception number 3, Marcos Gonzalez.
For a gain of about 9.
9-yard gain. Brings up second down, 2nd and 1.
Going in a no huddle back to the line already. Ball handed off. Up the middle is Jimenez. Jimenez still on his feet. He's at the 45. The 50 still up. Hasn't gone down and slips. But there's a flag on the field. And it might be a block in the back. Let's see what the officials call. Jimenez had already passed that tackler, as one of the Tiger receivers might have inadvertently had somebody in the back. Let's take a look at that one again. So tough call there. It looks like that's what it's going to be. A block in the back, and that was going to come back. Jimenez breaks off that big run.
Playing yardage was good for a Coach's Pharmacy. First down.
So it looked like the ball is going to be spotted on the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Sees Nettles, pulls it, calls his own number, hit hard after picking up a couple, but takes a good shot by the Yellow Jacket defense.
Host of Jackets on that stop.
Tough to see the yellow numbers on the jerseys from up here in the press box, but that was a big hit that Cisneros just took right now. Cisneros back in the shotgun, man in motion. Cisneros hands it off to Jimenez. Jimenez picks up that first down. Gang tackle there by the Yellow Jackets.
Jimenez picking up positive yardage. Yardage is good for Coaches.
8:27 in the third. Cisneros back in the shotgun, man in motion. Cisneros pulls it himself. Up the middle, picks up about 3.
3-yard gain brings up second down.
So 2nd and 7, ball on the 47-yard line. I want to thank you for tuning in to Real Sports Live and staying with us, bringing you tonight's district matchup. Ball handed off to the inside motion man. Looks like that one's Trevino, and Trevino hit, but passes the mid-mark of the field. And it's going to be a first down, Tigers. Chains move. Ball now on the 46-yard line of the Yellow Jackets as the Tigers keep chipping away at these yards. Yellow Jackets need to make a stop here to slow the momentum down. Cisneros pulls that one, and it's open, and it's hit as Trevino pulls that one down. So good pitch and catch as Trevino gets that inside slant. Cisneros with the option. Looks like he's going to find a man. Has a man up the middle. Ball is complete as Jason Lozoya was there. And Cisneros just had his pick of what he wanted to do. Pulls that play action. Could have gone for the run himself. Looks down the field and finds Lozoya wide open. But there's a flag on the field.
It'll be costing the Tiger offense some yardage.
So ball comes back and losing some yards. So now looking at a 1st and 20 as that play was called back on the flag. I would make that a 1st and a 15. Ball on the 38-yard line. Man in motion. Cisneros waiting for the snap. Drops back. Finds Trevino inside, but ball is bobbled around. And let's see what happens. It looks like the Yellow Jackets might have got the possession and get the interception.
That'll be 1st and 10 for the Jackets at the 33-yard
Let's see if we got that one here.
Your anchor sponsor for the game, Texas National Bank, Chick-fil-A, Archer Personnel Services, LLC.
So big play by the Yellow Jacket defense as that ball bobbled in the air and a Yellow Jacket finds it in their hands. Ball goes over to the Yellow Jackets, and that's the kind of plays that the Yellow Jackets are going to need to get back in this ball game. Now they just need their offense to find their footing. Ball taken up inside, finds some room to run. Stays up, but picks up about 6.
8-yard gain brings up second down.
Make that an 8-yard gain for the Jackets. The chains are moving. We're looking at a 2nd and 2.
Alvarado and teammate Alan Gonzalez. And number 1, Austin Davila.
So the Jack is looking to make a little push here off of that turnover. Ball handed off. That's Gomez. Finds some room to run. Gets that first down.
21 initial contact for the Tiger defense. And number 9, J.J. Alvarado.
2nd and 15 now for the Jackets, who are trying to capitalize on the turnover. Ball's kept, rolled out, lots of pressure, and brought down in the backfield. Sack for the Tigers. In on that, Jaden Gonzalez and Isaac Lozoya credited with the sack, as Brandon Cortez didn't see anything that he liked downfield and found himself in some trouble. Trying to get that snap off. I don't think they did it in time, so the Yellow Jackets call a timeout. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this timeout break.
You're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We are Santa Rosa and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever
Back out of the timeout. Cortez now in the shotgun. He's dropping back, trying to see what he can find. Couple of open receivers here, but he's looking a little bit deeper. Ball is complete, and a big play there for the Yellow Jackets. Ball caught by Joshua Gomez. Let's take a look at that one again. So Cortez to Gomez is good. They're going to try to open this back up as Cortez is brought down in the backfield. And the Tiger defense don't give Cortez much time for anything there. Sack in the backfield.
For the Tiger defense, Jeremiah
Resendez back there, quick, fast, in a hurry, giving Cortez very little time to do anything. Clock keeps running. We're at about the 3:45 mark here in the third. Cortez stays back in that shotgun. Here comes the man in motion, but Cortez pulls it himself and picks up a nice gain of about 8. Now looking at a 3rd and 2. As the Jackets moving this ball, started with that pass from Cortez to Gomez. And still looking to ride on that momentum here. Big 3rd down coming up right here for the Jackets, hoping to keep this drive going. Low snap, but picks it up. Also picks up the first down.
Yardage is good for a Jacket first down. It'll be 1st and 10.
So they get a fresh set
On the stop.
of downs here now. As the Jackets trying to get something going. Looks like they're opening it up here, spreading out their offense. Cortez drops back, finds his man, and it's a complete pass. Still trying to stay up, but finally brought down.
Brings up 2nd down, 2nd and 5.
So looking at a 2nd and 5 on that completion.
Initial contact number 1, Austin Davila.
Looks like Joseph Garcia is going to be credited with that catch. When Cortez does get his opportunities to throw the ball, he's been on target tonight. Almost at the 2-minute mark of the third quarter. Cortez. Gomez gets the handoff, bounces out to the left, still on his feet at the 10. Brought down at about the 9-yard line. As the Yellow Jackets are putting together themselves a nice drive here and get themselves into that red zone. They've opened up the offense into this spread look, and it looks like it's opened things up. Cortez calls his own number, goes up the middle, and picks up about 3.
2-yard gain. 2nd down, 2nd and goal.
So 2nd and goal, ball now on the 7-yard line.
Oscar Sanchez. 2nd down.
Thank you once again for tuning into Rio Sports Live as we're bringing you tonight's action. Yellow Jack is staying in that spread look. Cortez back in the shotgun. Tries to get it off, but here comes the whistles and the flags. That's going to stop the clock at about 56 seconds. And that's going to go against the Yellow Jackets. False start, taking them back some. That's what they don't need right now. So now looking 2nd and goal, ball on the 12. Ball snapped. All going around that side. Flag comes out again. Wasn't much there. But the flag comes back out. Let's see.
Illegal chop block, number 79 and 69. It's a 15-yard penalty for replay 2nd down.
That'll be costing the Jacket offense some yardage.
Once again on the Yellow Jackets, taking them back more. They were inside the 10. Now they're all the way back to the 27-yard line. Clock still ticking, almost to the end of the third. Cortez drops back on the screen pass. It's a complete. Still on his feet. Tries to get up. Ball is on the floor, though. Let's see if he was down or if they're going to say it's a turnover. He might have been down before that ball popped out.
Third down.
And we're looking at a 3rd and goal still, but that clock is ticking away. And it looks like we're going to ride it into the 4th quarter as the Mercedes Tigers are up 28-7 as we get ready to go into the final quarter of play here in Mercedes, Texas. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
In San Benito.
We are Eddie Burkella and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc. You're gonna find.
So here we go, start of the fourth. As we're just talking ball and strategy up here in the press box, I got my camera op with me, and we're just talking things that could happen and different strategies both teams could be looking at. And here come the Yellow Jackets, now at a 3rd and goal, but far due to those flags, as Cortez pulls it in, gets it inside the 5. So this is going to be a big play right here, looking at a 4th and goal.
Nick Belcher, number 15, on the stop for the Tiger defense.
Tigers looking to make a stop here to give no momentum back to the Yellow Jackets, and the Yellow Jackets are looking to jump back on the board to close up this gap a little bit. Yellow Jackets on the line. Cortez now under center. Looks like Cortez wants to call a timeout. And that's going to be their 3rd and final timeout of the half. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
The best high quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at 1st and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what.
Out of that Jacket timeout, let's see what Coach Navarro has drawn up for his boys here, as this is going to be a big play on both sides of the ball. Let's see who's going to win this battle here. Here's the handoff. Has a hole inside, trying to punch it in. Let's see if he does. What's the official call? And the Tigers defense gets the goal line stance and stops the Yellow Jacket offense from scoring. So big time play for the Tigers. But there may be a flag on the field. Trying to see what the call's going to be. So that's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct on the Yellow Jackets after the whistle was blown. So that's going to move the Tigers up some, give them some cushion behind them. But wow, what a stance there by the Tigers defense, denying the Yellow Jackets to cut down this lead. So we're about 11 minutes left in our game, and here come the Tigers. As Cisneros keeps it himself, still on his feet, and finally brought down after a gain of about 6. Looks like he picks up 8, now looking for a 2nd and 2. Going into that no-huddle offense, coming out in the trips right formation. Ball handed off to Jimenez. Jimenez with a big run at the 45, the 50, at the 40. Finally taken out of bounds at about the 35-yard line is Jimenez. Miguel Jimenez with a big-time run as the Tigers get it over on Yellow Jacket property. So 1st and 10, ball on the 36-yard line. Cisneros waiting for the call. Coming out in that trips left formation. Cisneros back in the shotgun. Play action is there. Ball incomplete.
Pass was incomplete. Intended for number 7, Ram Ayala.
Intended for Ayala of the Tigers, just couldn't connect there. 2nd and 10 situation. Staying in that trips left. Cisneros keeps it himself. On that play action, tries to bounce outside. Hits that stiff arm, picks up about 1 more yard before pushed out of bounds. Picked up about 4 to 5 there.
Picks up 5 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Looking at a 3rd and 5 are the Tigers. Looks like he stayed inbound, so that clock keeps ticking. Still in that trips left formation. Cisneros bounce back. He finds Trevino. Trevino tries to follow a block and brought down.
Brings a 4th down, 4th and 2 for the
Now looking at a 4th and 2. As Coach Adam is probably going to say, let's keep going. So offense stays on the field. Going for it on this 4th down. Brings it over to a trips right formation now. Ball handed off inside. Jimenez on his feet still. Gets to the 20-yard line and gets the 1st down.
Picking up positive yardage. The yardage is good for a Coach's Pharmacy 1st down.
Under 9 minutes left in the game. Cisneros hands that ball off to his motion man. And that's Xavier Sanchez. Picks up about 6. So the Tiger offense just taking chunks and chunks of yards, trying to wear down the Yellow Jacket defense. As the offense of the Tigers just keeps rolling. Ball handed off inside. Bounced outside is Jimenez. Jimenez trying to get inside the 5, and he does. Ball marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Would not be denied his 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
So now looking 1st and goal are the Tigers. As the Yellow Jacket defense hasn't had much time to catch his breath. Here it comes. Cisneros keeps it himself, finds some room to run up the middle, and he does as Cisneros picks up the Tiger touchdown. Credit the offensive line for opening up a nice hole for Cisneros. Cisneros picks up the 3-yard run, touchdown. Extra point attempt is up, and it's good.
Extra point is successful.
35-7 here in the 4th quarter as Cisneros punches that one in. This is Rio Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
The Mercedes Tigers extend their lead 35-7 on that Cisneros touchdown run. That's his 2nd TD run of the night. He also caught one. And here's the kickoff over to the Yellow Jackets. As the Yellow Jackets, last possession, they were stuffed at the line of scrimmage. At the goal line, I take that back. At the goal line, they were denied of punching one in. So they're hoping that, like I said, they kind of switched things up. They opened up their offense. They went into a spread type of offense, got out of that slot T, opened it up to that spread. They did a good job moving the ball their last drive. They just got denied by that stingy, aggressive Tiger defense at the goal line. So let's see now if they can continue moving the ball, if they stay in that spread formation and then get something here on this drive. But it looks like they are going to stay in that spread formation with Cortez back in the shotgun. Well, whistles are blown here, and let's see what the call is. Looks like we're going to have an official timeout. We'll be back after this.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Orange Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi.
Out of that official timeout, had a Tiger shaken up, but it looks good to go. So here come the Yellow Jackets. Like I said, put together themselves a nice drive, their last possession. They get it inside their 5-yard line, and they're there at that 1, and they just could not capitalize as the Tiger defense denied them a touchdown, their last possession out on their 4 sets of downs. So now they're going to keep trying to get things going. They've done a fine job, but they just can't seem to capitalize. I want to thank Rosie Garcia for tuning in to tonight's game. We appreciate you tuning in, Rosie, on Facebook. Man in motion for the Yellow Jackets. Snap is low, but Cortez picks it up, and he picks up some yards and gets the Yellow Jacket first down.
Quarterback keeper picking up the yardage, good for a Jacket first down.
So chains move.
Jackets, ball at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 now. Ball on the 46. About 6:56 left in our ball game. As I'm sure Coach Novato would just like to put another touchdown on the board. Like I said, they've opened it up. They got out of that slot T offense, and now they're in that spread, which is opening up some holes. There's Gomez with a nice little run. Picks up about 5.
Gain of 4 yards. Second down.
Now looking at a 2nd and 5. Ball on the 41. And the Tigers are going to call a timeout now. And we'll be back after this Mercedes timeout.
New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
Aquí, en la Universidad de Texas A&M Kingsville, somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos. Crecemos juntos. Triunfamos juntos. Nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes.
Out of that Tiger timeout, and here come the Yellow Jackets trying to keep this drive alive. Gonna be a 3rd and 1 now.
Number 9 and 52, J.J. Alvarado.
Alvarado once again with a stop for the Tigers. Alvarado's put together himself a nice defensive game in on plenty of tackles tonight. 3rd and 1 now for the Yellow Jackets, trying to keep the ball on their end. Ball goes low but picked up, and they pick up the first down.
First and 10 for the Jackets.
1st and 10. Chains keep moving as they did on their last possession. The Yellow Jackets have done some good things these last 2 possessions. They've been driving the ball. They've been picking up their yards. Let's see if they can capitalize now and put it in for 6. Cortez takes it himself, breaks a couple tackles, finds some room to run, looks for a block, gets inside the 10, still on his feet, and brought down finally in about the 4-yard line. So just a tough run by Brandon Cortez of the Yellow Jackets, who decides to take it himself and try to get things going. So now 1st and goal, Yellow Jackets. Ball on the 4. Very similar to what happened that last possession they had. But now they have another opportunity. But the Tigers are all over that one as Cortez was trying to go himself. And the Tigers sniffed that one out. Rowan Galvan in that backfield. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. 2nd and goal now for the Yellow Jackets. Clock keeps ticking away. About 4.5 left in our ball game. Cortez back under center. Handoff goes to the outside, and once again the Jackets are denied by that stingy Tiger defense.
Number 25, Israel Sanchez.
Sanchez in on that tackle there. I've told you, I talked about this earlier, the ends and the outside linebackers of the Tigers have done a great job keeping containment of the Yellow Jackets offense, not letting much go to the outside. So 3rd and goal, ball on the 6. Man in motion. Cortez drops back, all kinds of pressure, and he's brought down for a sack as the Tiger defense once again picks things up in that red zone, trying to deny the Yellow Jackets of another touchdown.
Brings a 4th down, 4th and goal from the 13.
So 4th down, ball all the way back to the 13. And here comes the field goal attempt. Kick is up.
30-yarder.
And that 30-yard field goal is good.
In the 4th quarter, visiting Jackets 10. Your Tigers.
So 10, 35 ball game. About 2:45 left in our game. This is Rio Sports Live. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Es tu momento.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
For your motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white letters. Our vision is crystal clear. Look for your motors. We're on the move.
So back out of that Yellow Jacket field goal, short kickoff. That's going to be knelt down. But there's a flag on the field. Let's see what they call it. 35-10 ball game here. Had a close contest throughout the first half, or throughout the first quarter, going into the second quarter and almost into halftime before things turned. And Austin Davila scores 2 touchdowns within 3 minutes left of the first half. He takes a kickoff return back for a touchdown, and then a pick six, 90-yard pick six for that second touchdown that opened up this ball game right before halftime. So then here in the second half, we had Cisneros puts the Tigers back on the board, and then we had a 30-yard field goal by the Jackets. That has brought our score to where we are right now, 35-10.
First and 10 from the 43.
So here come the Tigers. Ball handed off inside, but there's a slew of Jackets there and no gain there. A little bit of extracurricular activities going on as some flags are thrown. Got a couple guys getting up slowly but able to get up. But let's see what these flags are. Looks like it's probably going to be some unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 72 on the offense. 15-yard penalty. Second down.
And that's going to go against the Tigers on that 15-yard penalty, taking them back. I want to thank Kayla Salazar Cantu cheering on her Yellow Jackets. Thank you for tuning in to Real Sports Live Facebook. About the 2:40 mark left in our game. Tiger ball now looking at a second and long situation. Cisneros dropping back, looking downfield, wants to scramble a bit, throws it back to the opposite side of the field, and looks like the Yellow Jackets get under it for an interception. But there's going to be some flags thrown. Let's see if the interception will stand.
Tripping, number 50 on the defense. That's a 15-yard penalty. Carries an automatic first down.
It'll be costing the Jacket defense.
So that's going to be a tripping penalty on the defense. So ball will come back to the Tigers with a fresh set of downs. And let's see where the ball is going to be placed. So ball gets put at about the 43-yard line. Take that back. 43-yard line, 2:21 left in our game. 35-10. Tigers up. Ball handed off. Taking up that left side. Still on his feet is Ayala.
4-yard gain, number 7.
Ayala picks up about 4 there as that clock keeps ticking. I want to thank everybody who tuned in tonight on Facebook and YouTube, bringing you today's action. Weren't sure how we were going to get this one off with all the thunderstorms and rains. There was a lot of questioning about what time the game was going to start and so on, but we started right on time as tonight turned into a beautiful evening for some Friday night football here in the Rio Grande Valley.
Loss of 5 yards brings up third down, 3rd and 10.
Under 2 minutes now, almost to the minute mark. As Coach Adame and the Tigers will be 4-0 in district here shortly. Ball given off up the middle, lots of room to run. There was R.J. Torres, and he picks up that first down. So big swing in the ball game came right before halftime. Like I said, we had about 3 minutes before halftime with momentum going over to Edcouch as they had just scored. Score was 14-7. On that ensuing kickoff, after that touchdown, Austin Davila turned it up and turned it on, took it back to the house for a kickoff return touchdown. After that, the Yellow Jackets come back out, offense marching down the field. Cortez throws an interception. Davila is the one who picks it off, and he takes it back 90 yards for a pick six. Big swing right before halftime. That's going to do it here with our final in Mercedes, 35-10. And we want to thank everybody for tuning in to tonight's ball game here on Real Sports Live. Edcouch Elsa fans, Mercedes fans, you guys are the best. You guys root on your teams right. And we want to thank both teams for having Real Sports Live. Want to thank Mercedes for hosting us here tonight. Great organization, great school district, top notch, treating us well. But we want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. Next week, Mercedes hosts Sherryland as Edcouch take on the Sherryland Pioneer. This is Rio Sports Live signing off. We'll see